Welcome to the sixth Literary Expo sponsored by Nuestra America Online Radio and the World Press Agency in the United States. This is the first time we do an interview in English because some writers from Spanish-speaking countries had published their books in English. This time we have a Colombian writer who is an ESL teacher, better known as English as a Second Language, who wrote a book about how to teach English to specific situations in different ethnic groups in different countries in Latin America. We have an ambassador who is from Mexico, Lilia Baylis, not related to the drink, but always I make jokes about it because Baylis without Y and the I pronounce the same. Lilia, you're the ambassador. You could introduce our Colombian writer.
Hello. I will introduce myself first. And well, I can tell that it's an honor to be here. My name is Lilia Baylis, not like the wine.
Not the wine.
Not wine. I'm a wife and a mother. Becoming a writer is a dream come true. My book has come true. My book is named I Won't Be Afraid of Success Anymore. I'm wife and mother, but also a woman. I still can't believe that everybody around the world can find my book at Amazon. My book is the story of my life, a simple life that a lot of women have. My real story starts when I was a little girl and lost my parents. I have lots of dreams, like being a dancer and a singer, but life has other plans for me. My life is full of mother and wife activities. I've been stylist for 30 years and a jewelry creator and designer. The best thing of all is that people had cried and inspired themselves while reading my book, with the way I can combine working while being a full-time housewife. I live in a beautiful city named Hermosillo in the state of Sonora in Mexico. My city is known mostly for the delicious roast meat made over charcoal. That's the reason why cattle raising meat can be exported. Mining, fishing, and other industries make Hermosillo and Mexico a great rich place. Touristic cities like wonderful beaches with the most lovely sunsets known all over the world make them a great place to visit. We have a very hot weather like 120 degrees Fahrenheit.
Wow.
But we need to live here. Culture and traditions are known as a treasure all over the world. Now I'm going to introduce our writer, Nidia Cavadia. She is from Colombia. Just wait a second. I have my notes.
Good.
Well, Nidia Cavadia was born in Mobile, Córdoba, Colombia in 1961. She is a writer, narrator, essayist, prologue writer, poet, and radio drama voice actress. She has published stories, short stories, articles, portraits, monologues, editorials, and recently poems in paper and pencil, a publishing house, and collaborates with her literary creations in Nuestra America programs online. She's specialist in English teaching and English-French teacher. Wow, she's a lot of things. She is a teacher and she has published articles in magazines. And now we are here at the Expo to know about her precious book.
All right, thank you very much. Nidia, welcome to the sixth Literary Expo sponsored by Nuestra America Online Radio and the World Press Agency. It's an honor to have you here in the English language. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself, even though Lily already said a lot of things about you, but also would like to hear from you boys how you ended up teaching English and also learning French. So you are a trilingual person, so might as well. I didn't know you spoke French as well. Are you there?
Okay. Everyone had a good day or good evening. You say about me, I am English teacher, writer, and narrator, Nidia Cavadia Martinez. I was born in Momil, Córdoba, Colombia, and I live in Fonseca, Colombia, La Guajira department. Today, I want to talk about my book. My book is ESP Course for a Student in a Specific Context. It's a different book because it's a didactic book and teaching book. A teaching book writing my college, Marelvis Zapata. My another friend is English teacher too. It is a didactic book and also a proposal for foreign language teacher anywhere in the world. I was designed to develop reading and writing skill, specific reading and writing in English. In this context where I work as an English teacher, I designed an speaker for a student because it's necessary to teach one language, another, in this case English, but another, some Italian, some language, Italian, French, sorry, in La Guajira department, after doing a needs analysis, because it's necessary to know about needs, like, and for the student needs to learn one foreign language. My students are a mix of Guayu and Arijuna students. The characteristics of the course is consist in 4 units, which are developed from a contextual reading text. With ESP course for a student in a specific context, teacher and student will find an interesting material for working in the classroom, a new view and English learning, easy progressive material which allow the student learn to important skill, reading and writing. I said, but with a new ingredient. The student will learn English embedded in integration of culture because it has been produced thinking in a specific context. The high school of the La Guajira department, we had a specific feature, a mixture of Guayu and Alijuna students. This is my book.
You have a copy of it? Can you show it to us?
Sorry?
You have the cover?
Yes, here.
Can you
This
point
is,
it to the camera?
this is.
Okay. All right, thank you.
It's the farmer of Guajira because this is in this context, a specific context. And all products the Guajira have.
So the cover is the map of the area?
Yes.
Okay.
See,
Where the is
all,
what is it? The Guajira?
yes, this
Where
is the
you
farm,
disappeared?
Guajira department. That's okay.
No, okay. What's the difference between your book and the traditional English as second language teaching materials? What makes it difference?
Maybe I think that the all textbook in the marketing is about situation, culture, and American, for example, and maybe Londres,
London,
London, and
London.
another. In this case, it's the same theme, it's the same topic, the teaching point is the same, but I teach about reading text. All units have a reading text about here culture, here a specific context. When I teach the student, look in this text, your own culture is the difference, but the topic is the same, but the grade by the grade is the same. This is the difference.
All right, let me see if I could understand you. So you're teaching English, not related anything to America or to England. It's basically related to your countryside. Am I correct?
My micro,
Yeah, your countryside, your location.
yes, in this location, it's a mixture. Wayu people is in Indian people.
Okay.
They have.
So
they had,
your book is for the Indian people or the indigenous people in your area to learn the language.
some text reading is about the culture. For example, receive a fridge. A fridge is a typical food of Indian people.
All right. All right.
I wanna use the food too.
Okay.
It's the same. But for example, the Home Call project is another reading text when that begin about the Colombian culture.
So
because
you are
the
teaching
art of
English.
London.
You are teaching English based on the history of Colombia and the region, nothing related to America or the UK, Australia, or any other country, English-speaking country. Got it?
Yes, it's
All right.
good.
Now it makes sense. That's the American unique. Okay. All right. You have any questions, Lilia?
My question is, if your book is mostly for young students, or it can be for everybody.
Excuse me, repeat the question.
Does your book is just for students, or it can be read by all ages, people of everybody?
Its adaptation is necessary to do in another course, but to write this book, it was necessary to central in a specific grade, 10 and 11 grade of the high school. But another teacher, Marelvi Zapata, who write with me, do adaptation your class in the same course to the another course. Is good important to the course, to the book, is possible to extend and to reduce in this specific need.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
I will make you another question. Would you like to write some other topic?
Yes, for example, receipt of a fridge. The topic is in a sentence, imperative sentence is a topic. When I say, could the meat, is a imperative sentence, and always the student has 3 moments in the class. Read is the let's read. Read the text, read the writing text. And the another moment is let's solve. When A asks a question about the reading text, and solve some exercise, for example. And the 3 moment is let's write. The student, according to the topic, write your own writing text. In these 4, they learn the topic and then the evaluation, the final evaluation in each class.
I have a
Are you,
question. Okay, go ahead, Lilia. Go ahead.
are you planning to write in French too?
In French, say?
No, French the language.
Yes, another language possible, another language, French, Italian, because the course is easy to adaptation, to adapt.
Thank you.
Yeah. In some universities that teach English in America, usually they have 2 books, one to study and the other one to do homework. So what about in your case? You have a 1 book, but do you have another homework book for people who could write, or you have only 1 book?
I think that, but it's more difficult because it's more money. In this case, I write with my college this book, but the time is important for us because when I write this book, I write for a science, another novel for grade in this status as a teacher that I know how.
So it's too costly to have 2 books. That's
Yes.
okay. So how
But
did you get published?
But I am thinking do because I think that we have many calls and another teacher that now this book, that this purpose is they have to very objectives, very learning for a student, because when a student is in this specific context, don't learn another language. In my country is here.
I didn't catch that. In your country, what?
The student don't objectives to learn another language.
Okay.
In this department is necessary this adaptation because they have more agreeable, more happy in the class when, for example, look in your book because the book is illustration, very illustration. For example, here.
Oh, the illustrations. Okay.
No se muestra.
You disappear from the camera. You're a ghost now.
Wait.
Yes,
Are you a ghost? You're disappearing.
it disappears.
Appears and disappears.
It's in the back of the flag.
Yeah. Are you a ghost now instead of teacher?
No, it's impossible to look.
No, it's impossible to look. I have a question about the illustrations. The illustrations are related to the town your students live in, right?
Yes, they enjoy this class because they look your culture, your people, your food, your festival, your history is different.
That's what make a big difference between any other English language book. Yeah, okay.
Señor director, disculpe que lo interrumpa, se me va a acabar la batería en 5 minutos y quiero darle la bienvenida a nuestra querida Nidia Cavadia a la sexta Expo Literaria por Alfombra Roja desde la amada Colombia, la tierra del café. Nidia, te prometí estar acá y acá estoy, aquí entre penumbras, pero acá estoy. Darte la bienvenida con ese maravilloso libro que está en inglés que le va a servir a muchísima gente, niños, adultos, a todas las edades, porque ese idioma se tiene que aprender. Imagínate, yo tengo ya la meta de aprenderme el inglés, imagínate ya. Con eso ya te estoy diciendo mucho. Y agradecer también la presencia del pastor Heredia Pardo, Elba Martínez, gracias por estar presente, y a nuestra embajadora cultural desde México, pues Lilia Bailey. Gracias, Lilia, por estar presente hoy día en esta hermosa sexta Expo Literaria. Mañana es ya la clausura, no, anoten en la agenda, 5:30 de la tarde, hora de Estados Unidos, 4:30 Perú, Colombia, Ecuador, 3:30 México, y para Europa ya serían las 10:30 de la noche, que todavía es temprano, así que anotado en la agenda para que mañana no falten en la clausura de la sexta Expo Literaria, e invitarlos a los radio oyentes, seguidores, a adquirir el libro de nuestra querida Nidia Cavadia en las plataformas de Amazon. ¿Están ahí, Nidia, en Amazon, o está en tu país, Colombia?
No,
Para invitar a los colombianos.
no,
Ah, ya, entonces
no es
Colombia, los que
Amazon.
no está en Amazon, pero está en
No.
Colombia, que los que deseen participar de ese libro pueden
If
contactar a nuestra
me,
querida
if me
Nidia.
people, if me people contacting,
Ya dejará sus redes sociales durante el programa para que ustedes puedan anotar y se puedan conectar con ella a través de su correo electrónico. Y así no se olviden de conectarse a Radio Nuestra América de lunes a viernes a las 11 de la mañana.
So long.
thank you, Marisol.
Gracias.
All right.
Gracias.
Okay, you have questions, Lilia?
Pardon?
You have any questions? Well, let me ask you a question, Lilia. When you learn English, were you able to have a book like that? Like Nidia's?
My books were, my school was like a bilingual school, and all my books were like from United States. And they brought it here, and they were a beautiful book, and I love more English than Spanish because of that.
Okay, so
Our
it was a bilingual book. They have one side in English and one side in Spanish, or how?
Everything was in English because
Oh, everything was in English.
an American book brought from United States.
All
and
in
I
English. All in English.
All in English, and I
Right.
have my Spanish books, and it was bilingual school, and I was very happy with my English classes, and I love it because I was little, and you can hear and try to I don't remember how to say it. Try to do it the way you are hearing everything, and that's why I can speak a little bit English, but now I forget it because it's a long time ago. Now I am 55 years old, and I learned when I was like 4. That's why I don't know a lot of English. And I studied in high school, and that's all. So I can't talk so well. I would like to practice more and live in the United States a year or something. Maybe I can speak better.
That's great. Okay. Elba Moncada, you have any questions to Nidia? Open your mic, your microphone.
Okay. Congratulations, Nidia. And I'd like to know if your book is bilingual for children.
Yes, for high school, 10
High school.
and 11, 10 and 11 grade.
Yeah. Is this your first book in English?
But it's possible to write some activity based in this book another grade. For example, children and small children is more interesting because the result is in the instant. It's possible to look the result.
Yeah, and this book is going to the USA or to Colombia or another country?
In this moment, only here in Colombia, because this is my specific contest in my school, in my institution. But it's possible to develop in another context. This is, I think that is the more important in my book.
Yes, yes.
Or our book, because it's with another teacher, Marelvi Zapata. Here, for example, this is a text.
Yes.
In the moment when I write this book, I is the principal problem in the world. In this moment is COVID-19. Here is possible fair adaptation in this writing text, for example.
So that's the specific context. That's the specific
context.
Okay.
Okay, thank you, Nidia, and congratulations again.
Thank you. Thank you, Elba.
So now open up questions from Pastor Heredia and also Ms. Rodriguez. Do you have any questions? En español o en inglés, so it doesn't matter. But we'll answer the questions in English. Preguntas, se pueden hacer preguntas en español, pero las respuestas se hacen en inglés.
Hola, buenas noches con todos. Gracias por esta invitación y doctor Armando y a la embajadora Lilia. Quisiera preguntarte, Nidia, de Colombia, de Córdoba, escuché, ¿cuál es la base o cuál es la inspiración del contenido de tu libro? ¿Cómo te inspiraste del contenido de tu libro?
I write this book when I finished my specialization in English teacher in the University of Postgrad. Two big writers, Hutchinson and Werner, that think it's necessary to take in account three aspects: the student need, the student focus, and the student life. With this information, I take in account and I write my book.
Gracias.
Thank you. Okay, Rosa Rodriguez.
Ya, sí, buenas tardes. Buenas tardes a todos. Gracias de verdad por la invitación y gracias a nuestra escritora. Muchas bendiciones y su tema, pues sí, entendí una parte muy interesante. Y bueno, invitando para la 7ª EXPO. Y que hoy es el último día de la 6ª EXPO.
Nos dejaron a la última. We are the last.
Tomorrow
Today is last day the 6th EXPO.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. All right. Any more questions, Lilia, for our writer?
Yes, I want to ask her, what do you like the most of the things that you do? Your hobbies, like the theater, all the things you do. What do you like the most?
When I write my book, I enjoy very much the progress of my student, because in my class, lost the material, the subject, and the final is the year. Very, very terrible. But when I can to develop this class in this for the student. It's motivate, it's study English, and is in particular characteristic is the Wayunaiki is another language of the Wayu student is similar in some sound in the English. For example, they say, for example, sh, the sound sh is very equal to, for example, watch, much. Is for this reason they learn very more on my class, this project.
Would you like to make like a play like in the theater in English for them?
Yes. In some class there are, for example, thinking. In institutional, for example, say play in English. In Colombian in too.
I'm asking like with actors and making like a play in English with your students.
Yes.
Would you like that?
When they propose teachers, I like one representation, for example, is a small representation, for example, the real situation according to the culture. For example, they say, and maybe they dress with the dress when they use and say in English the word blouse, hat, etc., etc.
Very good. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay.
What are the chances for your book to become a national English language tool for all Colombians?
In Colombia is only Spanish in
But what about the chances for the book to become a textbook?
Region, for example,
what are the chances for the book itself to become a textbook for the entire country?
Yes, I see that. I see that to write and another edition this book, because in this moment is impossible.
So what are the chances? What are the chances? Any hope for you to have that book in the entire country published by every single school?
Yes. Yes. In this moment, you can pay for my social rate. Is the only for to take this book, and maybe more time in another time is possible, because I thinking it's true that my book can to write. In this moment, I thinking another edition.
Or what about another edition in different
Facebook
of your country with a
I am
methodology?
in Facebook. My name Nidia Cavadia Martinez, and I possible to in WhatsApp 321-703-9545. Only that.
All right. Any more questions, Elba or Lilia? Rosa?
Well, just thank you for being here in this sixth literary, you say it, literary expo, literary expo.
Literally.
And thank you for being here. You were with me too when I was presenting my book. I thank you for that. You have like your hat, Colombian hat, and now I'm using
Colombia.
a Mexican blouse and my jewelry, Mexican. I'm a designer, a creator.
You made it yourself, right?
I made it myself.
Do a pitch on your jewelry.
Yeah.
But do a pitch. I mean, try to say it where you could purchase it if you want to purchase it or place the orders.
Well, it's difficult for me. I send my jewelry here in Mexico.
Okay.
Sometimes I can send it to another country or place, but not always.
All right.
It's difficult. It's expensive.
So you only sell your goods in Mexico, not someplace else.
All over the country in Mexico.
All over the country. Okay, that's fine. All right. Pastor Heredia, preguntas, questions? No, parece que no. Okay. So, thank you, Nidia. Thank you, appreciate it. Thank you for everyone to be here. Remember, today is not the last day for the expo. It's tomorrow. Tomorrow, November 4th. Tomorrow we have at least 1 or 2 in Spanish and 1 final interview in English. And that's it. Will be.
I say, Mr. Armando, congratulations, Lilia, for my presentation.
Okay.
And you for give me this opportunity is big opportunity for me.
No problem. Anytime.
Thank you.
So the reason we're doing it in English is because we have some writers who wrote their books in English, and that's why we're doing it in English. Hopefully for next year, during the 7th, the last week of the expo will be done in English, because I know that there's other writers that have books written in that language. But also other writers that have books in other languages like in Italian or French, but that's when I'm not here. I won't be here when we're not able to do it in different kind of languages. All right, so Elba, thank you for coming. Pastor, thank you.
Yes,
Rosa, appreciate it.
everyone.
And thank you for being part of Nuestra America Online Radio and the 6th Literary Expo, sponsored by the World Press Agency in the United States. Thank you very much. This is Armando Garcia. See you tomorrow. See you tomorrow.
You tomorrow.
The closure of the expo. Bye-bye now. Take care.
Thank you. Bye.
See you tomorrow. See you tomorrow.